My little hiatus. I'm sorry about that, but Nikki needs her rest sometimes. But I wanted to talk to y'all about love spells and what happened to me one time when one backfired, because I feel like as witches, we're very quick to boast, like it's a different feeling when you put a lot of work and a lot of time and energy into a spell and it manifests. Like, you feel like a badass, right? But not that many people talk about when things go awry. And this love spell was an endulzamiento. I do not do amares, which is like a love binding, essentially tying two souls together. I don't do that shit. My godparents are very against it, and after the knowledge that they've shared with me, I 100% agree with them. Side note though, everybody's gotta eat. So, if you really, and I mean you really want an amare, I'll do it for $2 or $3 grand. Hey, I have a strong hand, and that's what bit me in the ass in this work. Okay, it was an endulzamiento, and this was a few years ago. Okay, it was on a guy that I was seeing, and he and I want different things out of life, we'll say. Okay, which is fine, but I was planning to see other men, right, until I met my person. And then obviously once my person and I got serious, then it would be deuces. But I did the love spell anyway, with the mindset of I would like us to be committed, because the whole like being in a different place of life thing, we can figure that out later. Like, I just want to be with this person, was my mindset over time. And the thing about having a heavy hand, if you're somebody like me, is sometimes an endulzamiento, that kind of love spell, can manifest as an amare. And essentially what happened was me being tied to him in that way was actually, what? There was a piece of thread. Me being energetically tied to him in that way was pushing away other men. Even the most muggle of muggles. If you don't know what a muggle is, it's basically someone that doesn't practice witchcraft or magic. They can pick up on it. Usually it's subconsciously, but they kind of read it as like I'm not fully emotionally available. And so things would just dissipate to the point that I couldn't even get a date, you guys. Much less a text back. And I've never had that problem in my life. I don't chase men. There's a moth in here. I don't chase men. And that kind of like added insult to injury a little bit, because I was really lonely, because I'm not doing the pursuing and nobody's pursuing me. But over time, it just spiraled into, it was just me and him. And I didn't have that commitment from him, so I wanted to date other people. Fair enough, right? And it was just pushing guys away. Until one fateful day, I start sitting there thinking, because I'm doing divination, I'm like, okay, am I the problem? Am I blocking my love life? Like, and I'm like, no. And then I would ask, did this love spell that I did on myself and so cause these blockages? And my spirits were like, yes. And my spirits liked him. You know, that was never an issue. But it's almost like I feel like they liked him a little bit too much. You know? I was like bamboozled and confused. Because I'm like, I'm not a mud duck. I'm not ugly. I'm a nice girl. I'm a good girl. I try to be. What the fuck is going on? Like, I felt invisible to men, and it was all because of this love spell and this energetic entanglement that I had created the more times that I worked this spell. So, that's just a little story time and something to be mindful of. Love spells are fun and stuff, but just be aware of, you know, the things that can happen. It's very, very strange, I'll say, because, like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I really did, as far as dating goes. But I dismantled it. I destroyed the work, and everything was smooth sailing from there, and everything went back to normal. So, that's why it's important to keep your spells, like, on hand, just in case you do need to dismantle them or destroy them at some point. You still have access, at least for a while, you know, until you are sure that this is something that you want 100%, because he wasn't committing to me, but he was blocking me energetically from being with other men. I was like, no. And before y'all get in the comments, no, he was not a brouhaha. I promise you, this man did not do witchcraft on me to tie me to him. I've had that done in the past. Many times. Men have tried to do that to me. This was not that. Okay? So, love spells are fun. Love spells are beautiful, but they can kind of isolate you a little bit if you're not careful. Okay? If you would like to book some custom spell work with me, you can book a consultation by going to sirensnectar.com. And until next time, you guys, I love you.